Sige, yung tatlo na, okay na po. Tatlo na civil works tapos isa na goods po.
So, kung may tayo mo na natin.
Civil works. Okay na po.
Logbook mo na yan.
Ay, ako sang mag-roll call mo na.
Sige, after mo. Sige tayo.
Okay.
Alright, good morning everyone. Today, December
17.
We have the big conference for 3 civil works projects and
One for goods.
For goods, no? Okay, so before we start, can you acknowledge everyone present, please?
Good morning. For today's pre-bidding conference for 3 projects for civil works and 1 for goods, following are present, Engineer Janet M. Sade, BAC Chairman. BAC members, Wilma P. Macaya, Engineer Nancy B. Diputado, and Engineer Virginia C. Katipay. From Secretariat, we have Mary Hannah Maungko, Mary Carlo Moxo, Roderick Diputado, and Karen Joy Diao. Contractors present, we have from HIT, Contractors Henon Tumog. From the Implementing Unit, both from the Planning and Design Section, Engineer Christine D. Pino and Engineer Gerald A. Hungayo. We have also from GMARC Enterprise Incorporated, Mr. John Robert Felices. And from the Quality Assurance Section Unit, we have Engineer Grace Nerke and Engineer Leo Albert P. Maputi. With the presence of the BAC Chairman and the majority of the BAC members, we have a quorum for today's pre-bidding conference. Thank you.
Thank you. So we start our pre-bid conference for
It's a good
the 3 civil works
goods.
projects. This
Wilma,
is for
goods na.
45
It's a
RI
goods.
0076 repair and rehabilitation of classrooms. Ano ito? Calangag Elementary School. Negros, Oriental. Alright. Okay, and the approved budget for the contract is 7,422,637 pesos and 10 centavos. So we will discuss the details for 076. Cal, can you go on?
Good morning, everyone. So the items for this project is the field office. Quantity is 3 months. Then we have the project billboard for 1 for COA and 1 for the DPWH. So 1 each. So there are 2. Occupational safety and health, 3 months. Mobilization, we have clearing and grubbing, and the form works, around 610 square meters. Then we have ceiling works, composed of metal frame and the fiber cement board, which is 650 square meters. Fascia boards, 190 meters. Wooden doors and windows, nakalaksan siya. Then tiles and trims, 35 square meters. The flat is for the attached CR. Then unglazed, 6 square meters. Painting works for masonry, 760.46 square meters. There is also the reflective insulation for the roofing, which is 205 square meters. Bolts, 22 pieces. Sag rods, 505 kilograms. Cross bracing, 180 kilograms. Structural steel for the trusses, 9,215 kilograms. And the purlins, 7,572 and 30 kilograms. there is also a little of the electrical. So we will be replacing the ceiling. So kasama na doon yung electrical. So we have conduits, boxes, fittings, one lump sum, wires and wiring devices, one lump sum, panel boards with main branch breakers, one lump sum, and lighting fixtures, a lump sum. Right? That's all for Calangag Elementary School.
Ilang state building yun?
5.
5 units?
5. Ay, 7. Ano mo?
7 units?
Oo.
Itong itong
Ano
the
ka?
order?
7 units.
Calangag
Tapos
ba?
parang 5 buildings ata.
Ang i-repair.
7 classrooms.
Seven classrooms. Classroom, building. 7 classrooms.
So, hiwa-hiwalay, hindi isang building.
Bali, 5 buildings,
Pero, same area.
7
Same area.
classrooms.
Katabi lang.
Same compound.
So, lang building. 7
Kung sa
building.
din siya, existing na building.
Naman pero yung ceiling niya at yung roofing, sira ano.
Ang existing is yung mga design.
Yung i-apply lang natin yung existing na design siguro, no?
Ang actual.
So, hindi
Wala pa itong
nagkakalayo.
Marcos type. Wala nang Marcos type.
May Marcos type ma'am, pero walang hindi steel yung cast. So, all wood lahat.
Include process repair.
So, more or less, ang roofing na talaga yung nakafocus sa repair. Next is,
Okay, sige. Continue with the second one, yung
okay,
077. Sa ano naman to? Repair rehab of classrooms pa rin sa
sa Basay.
Monsale Elementary School in Basay. Go ahead.
So, repair and rehabilitation of classrooms in Monsale Elementary School, Basay, Negros, Oriental.
How many classrooms are this?
18.
Mas madami yan, no? Kasi it's 15. It's double the price of the first one.
Pero nasa 9 ata na ano siya, buildings.
Okay.
Hindi ako nakakamali.
Alright.
So the items are facilities with the engineer. So the works would take about 3.5 months completion. Then billboards same as the first one. Isa sa COA na billboard at saka isa for CPWH. Occupational safety and health, 3.5 months. Mobilization, Kalamsam siya 1. Then forms and post works, 610 square meters. Ceiling, thickness is 4.5, including the frame and the fiber cement, 1,531 square meters. Fascia board, 190 meters. Jalousie, windows, nasa 378 square meters. Wooden doors and windows, one lump sum. Pre-painted metal sheets, o yung roofing natin, 1,809 square meters. Painting sa masonry, more on walls ito, 3,769 square meters. Tapos sa painting sa steel naman natin, which is the trusses and other metalworks, nasa 1,010 square meters. Reflective insulation, 1,809. Bolts, 80 pieces. Stud guards natin is 505. Stud guards, I use the 12 mm round bar for the stud guards. 10 mm round bar for the stud guards, and cross bracing natin at 12 mm round bar, which is 658 kilograms. Structural steel trusses, 21,864 kilograms. Structural steel purlins, 21,192 kilograms. For the electrical works, not as complete as the first one. Kasi medyo naano na yung budget. So, wires and wiring devices, one lump sum. And the lighting fixtures and lamps, one lump sum. That's all. Thank you.
No questions sa implementing? Para ba
Ilan
naman?
ang classroom?
9 ata mo.
9 building.
18. 18.
Baliktad, 18 classrooms, 19.
18 classrooms,
9
Nine
buildings.
9 or 8 buildings. Check ko yun mo.
And then for the third project, Lipat na tayo sa 078. That's the concreting of Parking Mill Road in Sitio Omod to Sitio Ayum in Maninihon. Still in Bayawan. Kung sino yung discuss na kami ako.
Contract ID 25-0078. Contract location is Bayawan City, Negros, Oriental. Scope of work is road concreting. The following are the bill of quantities. First of all, this project has two sections. The first section is from station 0.00 to 0 plus 208.15. And the second section is from station 0 to plus 240.52 to station 0 plus 600. And the total length is 564.60. For items under facilities for the engineer, provision of combined field office and laboratory building for the engineer rental basis, 3 months. For items under other general requirements, project billboards or signboards, 2 each. Occupational safety and health program, 3 months. Traffic management, 3 months. Next item is mobilization or demobilization, 1 lump sum. For items under earthworks, individual removal of trees, small 150 to 300 mm diameter, 5 each. Removal of existing RCPC 610 mm diameter, 6 meter. Unsuitable excavation, 5,333.08 cubic meter. Pipe culverts and drain excavation, common soil, 33 cubic meter. Embankment from barrow, 49.13 cubic meter. Subgrade preparation, common material, 4,900.61 square meter. For items under sub-base and base courses, aggregate sub-base course, 1,478.39 cubic meter. For items under surface course, Portland cement concrete pavement and reinforced, 0.23 meter thick, 14 days, 3,719.59 square meter. For items under bridge construction, this for the catch basin. For reinforcing steel grade 40, 565.32 kilograms. Structural concrete class A, 20.68 megapascal, 14 days, 59.47 cubic meters. For items under drainage and slope protection structures, pipe of culverts 910 mm diameter class 2, 20 meters. Grouted riprap class A, 600.2 cubic meter. Stone masonry, 51.58 cubic meters. And for items under miscellaneous structures, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, white, 102.93 square meter. And lastly, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, yellow, 39.44 square meters. That's all.
Okay. So, the details have been discussed. We go to the bidding for the goods, no? But incidentally, pareho lang ng date ng ano to, no? Opening of bids, tama?
Yes po.
On the 29th.
9.
Yes? Alright, so, we go to the goods kung wala ng questions about that. Meron ba? Wala? Sa opening bid?
At 64.68. Oh, wait. 6.1 na.
Yes, yes, ito.
May bid supplement pala to, ma'am.
Which one?
Tatlo.
Okay.
Yung tatlo may, yung 76, 77 at 78 po, ano po, may, asan ba yun? May ano siya, bid supplement sa change of bid dropping. Asan ba? Teka muna,
Okay.
ma'am. Ha?
From what?
Teka muna, ma'am. Saan ba yun?
The draft is supposed to be used on the 29th, yes?
Tapos ito. From 29, yung time lang po,
Hmm.
from
From
2 p.m. to 10 a.m.
Dati
Sa
2
umaga.
p.m.
Oh.
naging 10 a.m.
Opo.
Okay, sige.
Then tapos may isa pa po, yung sa bid supplement po, number 2, may correction po ng scope of work and project length.
For which project?
Yung sa 78 po, yung sa Sitio Ayum, yung concreting po.
Okay.
Makita naman po to sa ano, sa
Nakapost
oh,
na yun,
nakapost naman po to.
no? Alright.
From yun nga, yung original pala na length ay 600, tapos naging 564.63.
So yung note na no, yung 564.
Yan lang po.
So yung diniscuss naman is yung corrected na.
Apo.
Tama? Okay. Kaya pa ito nainit, hindi naka-on.
On sa mga kamay.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, so we go to the
Goods.
It's a goods natin. This time, this is 25 GRI 0012. This is supply and delivery of 1 unit Los Angeles abrasion machine. Wala pa tayo.
Meron tayo mga luma namin. Kaya replacement namin yun.
And 16 other items for use in the district materials testing laboratory of the budget assurance section. Okay.
So good morning, everyone. For the items covered in contact ID 25 here, I0012, the items are as follows. Number 1, Los Angeles abrasion machine. It should have a hollow steel cylinder closed in both ends with a wall thickness of 12 millimeters minimum, an inside diameter of 711 plus minus 5 millimeters, and an inside length of 500 feet plus minus 5 millimeters. Mounted on stock shafts attached to the ends of the cylinder to be firm and rigid, with a base with the axis in a horizontal position with a tolerance in slope of 1 in 100. Its opening in the cylinder shall be provided with a cover suitable dust type, bolted in place, maintaining cylindrical contour of the inferior surface. The shelf shall be removable steel and extending in full length of the cylinder with an inward projection of 89 plus minus 2 millimeters. Its rotation speed should be around 30 to 33 rotations per minute, with receiving plan, for example, after the test, and includes a certificate from the manufacturer showing the conformance of ASTM C131/C131M, with machine traceable by serial number, include the date, name, and signature of the person certifying to the machine's quality, and includes the security and soundproof cabinet. Number 2 would be a G2 laboratory balance, which will be digital, AC powered, around 220 to 220 volts, with a sensitivity or readability of plus minus 0.1 grams or better, a capacity of 5,000 grams or greater, and with local calibration showing accuracy of 0.02 grams or better and reproducibility of 0.02 grams or better. Its model should be posted at the manufacturer's website as well. Number 3 would be the drain air permeability apparatus, which conforms to ASTM C204 or has the following specifications, which consists essentially of a means of growing a definite quantity of air through a prepared bed of cement of definite porosity. The number and size of the pores in the prepared bed of definite porosity is a function of the size of the particles and determines the rate of airflow through the bed. The apparatus shall consist specifically of the parts described in ASTM C204 sections 3.2 to 3.8 with 220 to 40 volts or with 220 to 40 volts APR UPS if electronic. Number 4 would be the mold and plunger 4-inch. So this conforms to H-TOTI 167, and the molding cylinder shall have a sufficient height to allow fabrication of a 101.6 by 101.6 millimeter specimen. It shall have an inside diameter of 101.6 to 101.73 mm and a nominal wall thickness of 6.4 millimeters. The mold plunger shall pass through the mold freely and shall have a diameter within 1.27 millimeter of the mold's inside diameter. The plungers may be solid, hollow, or other structure as long as the ends are at least 12.7 millimeters thick and are at the right angle to the mold wall. The bottom plunger must be within 50 plus minus 4 millimeters high, but the top plunger may be any suitable height. For measuring the compressive strength of bituminous mixtures, 7-inch upper and lower plungers with removable hardened and ground tool steel clips and two steel support bars are locally fabricated. Number 5 would be the number 14 brass sealed 3-inch diameter. The seat belt shall have no punctures, obvious defects, and shall be mounted in a frame without distortion, looseness, or waviness. The seat frame shall be rigid and made of a non-corrosive material such as brass or stainless steel. The seat frame shall have a 3 plus 0.030 inch inside diameter measured at 0.2 inches below the top of the frame. The seat frame shall be 1 and 1/4 inches from the top of the frame to the top of the seat. The frame bottom shall easily slide or nest with any seat frame, pan, and cover of the same diameter. It includes seat certificates from the manufacturer showing conformance to ASTM E11 as inspection seat type number 14, 1.4 mm, and is traceable by the seat serial number, which includes the date, name, and signature of the person certified to the seat quality, and shall state at a minimum the value of the average aperture size separately in both the warp and shoot direction of the seat cloth. Number 6 shall be the Marshall compaction mold 4 inches. It shall conform to page Ashton T167, and the molding cylinder shall have a sufficient height to allow fabrication of 101.6 by 101.6 millimeter specimen. It shall have an inside diameter of 101.6 to 101.73 millimeter and nominal wall size of 6.4 millimeter. Number 7 shall be the Marshall compaction mold 6 inches, which also conforms to Ashton T167, and the
Tuwanan
molding
daw si
cylinder
Mar
shall
dito,
have a
ma'am.
sufficient height to
Tuwanan si
allow
Mar dito.
fabrication of 152.4 by 152.4 millimeters.
Ay, dito, sa bagong
It shall
bigay.
have an inside diameter of 152.4 to
Ito, dagwami
152.53
ko gapang
millimeter
puto ka.
and a nominal wall thickness of 6.4
Basay silang
millimeters.
maritin.
Number 8 are the set of 12 abrasion charges. The charges shall consist of steel spheres or ball bearings, each having a diameter of between 46 millimeter and 48 millimeters, and each having a mass of between 390 and 445 grams.
Dughan mo ni.
Number 9 is seat number 12, 1.7 millimeter, 18-inch diameter. The seat cloth shall have no punctures or obvious defects and shall be mounted on a frame without distortion, looseness, or waviness. The seat frame shall be rigid and made of a non-corrosive material such as brass or stainless steel. The seat frame shall have an 18 plus 0.030 inch inside diameter measured at 0.2 inch below the top of the frame. The seat frame shall be 1 and 1/4 inches from top of the frame to the top of the seat cloth. The frame bottom shall easily slide or nest with any seat frame, pan, and cover of the same diameter and includes a seat certificate from the manufacturer showing performance to ASTM E11 as inspection seat type number 12 and is traceable by the seat serial number, which includes the date, name, and signature of the person certifying the seat quality, and shall state at a minimum the value of average aperture size separately in both the warp and the shoot direction of the seat cloth. Number 10 would be the leaf gauge, which is comprising a set of strips from 0.5 to 1 millimeter with 0.05 pitch with a blade 100 millimeters long. Number 11 would be the spatula or flexible spatula 100 mm, which conforms to Ashto T89 and a spatula having a blade at about 75 to 100 millimeters in length and about 28 millimeters in width. Number 12 would be the G1 laboratory balance, which should be a digital balance, AC power 220 to 240 volts, with a sensitivity or readability of plus minus 0.01 grams or better, a capacity of 2,000 grams or better, with local calibration showing accuracy of 0.02 grams or better, reproducibility of 0.2 grams or better. The, the model is posted as well at the manufacturer's website. The number 13 will be the CBR molds. The mold shall be of cylindrical shape made of metal with an internal diameter of 152.4 plus minus 0.66 millimeter and a height of 177.80 plus minus 0.46 millimeters, and provided with an extension of collar approximately 50 millimeters in height and a perforated base plate that can be fitted either end of the mold. Number 14 would be the apparatus for measuring expansion. This consists of a swell plate with adjustable stem and a tripod support for the dial indicator. The swell plate is made of metal 149.2 plus minus 1.6 millimeter in diameter and is perforated with 1.6 millimeter diameter holes. The tripod used to support the dial indicator is arranged to fit the mold extension collar. Number 15 will be the digital dial indicator 12.7 by 0.001 millimeter. The indicator shall have a 25 millimeter throw and a read to 0.02 millimeter. Number 16 would be the slotted weight, which shall be 149.2 plus minus 1.6 millimeter in diameter, having a mass of 2.27 plus minus 0.04 kilograms. And And the last will be the annular weight, which shall be 149.2 plus minus 1.6 millimeter in diameter, and each having a mass of 2.27 plus minus 0.04 kilograms. That's all. Thank you.
May mga pictures po.
Ah.
Ito pa yung mga pictures. Yan lang po.
Charges.
So, walang questions about this? So, we remind lang ang ating mga participating, leaders that the, submission, dropping of bids and bid opening shall be on December 29. So, instead of 2 p.m., it's 10 a.m. Baka may maliit na dahil dating 2. Okay, so, what else? Everything there naman, it's all posted there. So, if you have other concerns, at the
December
discuss
29.
dito, you can ask anyone from the back or from dun sa mga end users. Okay, so if there's no other matters to be discussed, we adjourn the PB conference for today and we transfer to another meeting for today. Okay. So thank you so much for attending. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.